Yeah, welcome back to the H&S podcast. It's not our name, but it will be. It's our old name, and it's Henry and myself, so I brought it back. Live reaction of whatever the fuck we just watched. Not great for the YouTube algorithm to say this early in it, but what a shit game.
What a shit game. I mean, fantastic masterclass from the Maroons, but I didn't think it was that hard for the Maroons
Yeah.
with how the Blues played attackingly. Um, I mean, defensively, were perfect. They played. I don't know if you were watching it enough, but just seeing the little things they're doing, the niggly things like slowing the play down, just doing the small things that I think some people will miss, and they're sneaky things, but they were things that were throwing the New South Wales off. It
I'm
was frustrating to watch when you can see that stuff, or at least I can see that
I'm
stuff. And
surprised to hear you say that because I thought you'd be pissed. um, I remember a particular time where Cary Grant was between the dummy half and the person playing the ball. And I didn't send a message because I was in the shower. I was watching it on my phone because I'm like, it's a shit game. I'll take my shower now, save some time. And in my head, I'm just like, Henry's pissed. Henry's fucking going off on Harry right now. So I'm surprised to see you be so positive about it. But yeah, it was, yeah, they did a lot of that really well.
yeah, I mean, I hate that part of the game. Like honestly, I do, and I hate the fact that because it's Origin, it doesn't get called out more, and it even gets shadowed even further, which is even more frustrating, right?
Yeah.
Um, but it's just those little things where I just yeah, I don't know. And then the Blues, what the hell was going on there?
Fuck
Like the
me.
forward pack was not going forward. Stefano should never have been picked in that next game,
Brother.
and then
His
Max
inside
King
pressure,
didn't
was it
even
the first try?
yes first try, and then
Yeah.
if you saw him when Harry Grant scored that try, all he had to do was help out Liam Martin, and they would have stopped him. But you could see him in the background, just standing around.
Bro. And
It's a
and
complete joke.
And on the pack, like you've got Isaiah Yeo and Reece Robson making a tackle on Harry Grant in like the late stages of the first half, and it's like, yeah, they're fit players, but Laurie, you've been under the pump all half. Fucking sub them off. Like you've got replacements, use them. Instead, people are going to say they made a soft effort on Harry, and I'm like, well, shit, man, you go out there and tackle your ass off for 35 minutes and see how you go. 38 minutes. There, I've got it on the screen now.
And I mean, I'm, I'm fairly upset with the. Oh yeah, it's got to do with the whole pack. I think everyone played some part of when I say some part of a poor game with just not being able to settle the ball enough. There's too many times people who are either trying to force a
Sorry, I've
play
lost
when
you.
they didn't need to be forced,
Oh, you're back. Yeah, I've got you.
and yeah, it's just a frustration of just not setting up for the play. I think it just felt like we were just trying to make something out of nothing every single time, and it, you could just see it. People were bouncing off people when they should just went down and played the ball fast.
We made 2 interchanges in the first half. Like, fuck me, man. We had no ball. And we make 2 interchanges in the first half. Like, shit. There's no point saving it for when you're 20 behind. It, I don't know. I The other thing is, I kind of sort of hate watching this team as well.
I do too.
Like,
I hate watching it.
at least when we lost 8 in a row, it was to Cameron Smith, Billy Slater, Daly Cherry Evans, Cooper Cronk, Jonathan Thurston, Greg Inglis.
They
I
were
could keep
good.
going. And it's like, yeah, we lost, but they are literally the best on the planet.
Yep.
Here, we're clearly the better team.
Easily. Talent-wise, easily.
Yeah. And yeah, I don't.
With just three of our players, just three, maybe four, sorry. Four of our players, we've got more premierships on our side than the whole of
Yeah.
Queensland. With
Yeah.
four of our players.
Probably with two if you count multiples. Like, just go Cleary and
Yeah,
Yo with
yeah,
8. Bang,
exactly.
done, finished. See you later.
Done. Exactly.
Like, I don't know, man. And I think Fuck, sorry, no, it's just Billy and Cam on the screen.
Yeah, I saw that.
It's like we've got options too. Like we didn't have to. Like why is Stefano in the team? Why is Connor Watson in the team? Why and forget that. Why do we have the game plans that we do? You have Latrell Mitchell parked at centre. Doing what?
Exactly.
Like
Latrell wasn't okay for me. Latrell wasn't bad attackingly, and we saw that defensively. That's where I just have a big question mark because every time they went on that right edge, Latrell would be one step out of position. Now he's a great center if he plays it time and time again, but he hasn't been in that position consistently enough. I know
yeah.
he'd be the best center in the game if he stayed in that position, if he stayed in that position. But I've just seen too many just his defensive efforts and his defensive reads have made me put a big question mark on Latrell being, one of the best centers in the game. When clearly to me, you could have put someone else there that plays that position week in, week out, and knows how to read it defensively. Because you could see Toto. I feel like Toto was stressed that whole game because he's got to
Look, I
compensate for Latrell
I
pushing out.
don't I don't blame Latrell though because we got dominated. We got like
I don't
it's
too as well.
the
By the
game.
way, I
Like
don't as well.
I'm picking Latrell and I'm rotating my pack properly and I'm kicking well and I'm chasing well. Holy shit! What about our kick chase tonight? It was
What
non-existent.
is that? Liam Martin's the only one running up. Zach Lowe makes every now and then, but Liam Martin was the only one
It's
really
like
up
if you're
there
not
most of the
catching the
time.
ball, don't bother chasing the kick. That that
100%.
that was that was the mindset, and I'm like, that's so fucking stupid. Like, you can't Xavier Coates, I think it was. Bro was on the dead ball line and still made 15 meters.
Ran out 10, 10. Yeah. Oh, well, he got out to the 10, yeah, 15 meters.
Like,
That just showed you what where New South Wales' head was at, especially with the game on the line like that. No one pushing up on pressure is just ridiculous.
it's Origin.
It is, and I just want to mention what you just said there, where we didn't have chases.
But just
I
quietly,
want you to
Pong is at
watch
camp.
Pong as well.
Pong is in camp. He's on the ground
Oh
now.
wow.
Yeah, he was there on TV
Oh
for a
wow.
sec. Yeah, okay. Sorry.
But no. I think if you watch it over again, you're going to see a few instances of why
I'm not
the
watching this
Blues
game
weren't
over
ready
again.
for the.
Fuck.
Yeah, you won't. I wouldn't as well. But I think if you watch it, see how our dummy halves. Now, Reece Robson had maybe two of these moments, and then I
Connor
would say
Watson had it
most of the
every
moments
fucking
afterwards
time.
was. Yeah, Reece
You're about to
Robson was
talk about the
fine.
two steps out of dummy half.
Yes, but
Yeah.
not just the two steps out of dummy half. It's the poor reading by Connor Watson to pass it to Jerome. There was two plays he passed to Jerome. One of them was for last, and there was nothing on that side. Cleary was ready on the right, and Connor Watson he's got no idea. He has got no idea, and I don't know why he's still making those stupid decisions, and I don't even know why he was picked in the first place.
Who's this? Sorry, I was zoned out for a second and watched the screen because Laurie Daly
Con,
was there.
Con, yeah, I'm saying Connor Watson and the
Yeah,
way he
Connor. Yeah,
passed the
can't
ball
count.
from
Sorry, I
dummy
thought
half,
you moved to somebody
and
else.
it was
Well, I've been saying this all series.
no,
Like
no, it
everyone's
was
like, it's a fait
like
accompli that Connor's going to be the 14. I'm like, what does he do better than Appy Coruscant to get him in the team?
yep,
He doesn't tackle better than him. They're both soft. Sorry, they're not soft. They're small people in the middle, right? Appy's got a better pass. Appy's got a better kick. Appy's a better half now. Like, what does Connor do in that role that Appy can't? Fucking nothing. Connor's a better lock, but we're not picking him as a lock, are we?
yeah,
And push comes to shove, Connor and Reece are probably similar locks, so you can just play Appy if you need a spare lock for some reason.
yep.
It's just small
I
shit
feel,
like that.
I feel like, yeah, Payne Haas wasn't as impactful because we just didn't have the speed off the line. He had to do too much defense.
Well,
Oh, it's
it'll be interesting to see
just
how he comes out for the Broncos because he also had a back injury.
Yep.
And I love Payne and he's paid through injuries before, but if it's because of the injury that he played like he did, then maybe just pick Terrell May and Keon. Like, I don't understand. Like Laurie wasn't backed into a corner and did his best. That's what Billy did, right? Billy's out there picking Papali and Shibasaki, which I maintain Shibasaki is not as
Yeah.
bad a pick as people said. Like, and I think we saw it tonight.
It was such a good pick. Yeah,
Like,
he was phenomenal.
like in the
The
preview,
way
I'm
he
like,
played defensively.
Billy's confident he's going to win, so he's picking Shibasaki to make sure he doesn't lose, and that's how it played out tonight. Shibasaki did his job, caught, passed, defended well. What do you want? Sorry, I'm tuning my own
I
trumpet
always
there a little
feel
bit,
like
but
every time. No, that's fine. How does every time we pick a side, we pick quite talented players, easily more talented to, versus the Maroons, but still struggle to make a dent. How
there's
could
no
we play
game.
that first game of the series? How could we make that second half effort in Perth and still come out in this game in our home ground in front of our own crowd and have no answer for the Maroons?
I don't know. I don't know. We shouldn't even have been the one responding to the questions, right? We should have been throwing questions up to them, and we didn't do that either. I could not tell you how we were planning on winning that game tonight.
No,
I have no idea.
I don't.
We didn't
I
mess
don't know.
something up because I don't know what we were trying to do.
Nothing. There was no, and I don't. I don't know where I feel. I don't know what I feel about Nathan Cleary anymore. When it comes to Origin, club, fair enough. Phenomenal. 100% the number one pick.
Well,
In
again,
Origin, I just think he's not there.
I'm tooting my own horn again, but I didn't pick him all series.
Exactly, I agree.
Like, I'm sitting here and I'm like, man, I love Nathan Cleary, but Moses and Luai. It's
Exactly.
not that hard. And even if we pick Cleary, I'm picking Luai at 7, and then Cleary can. And I know Luai had a bad first half, but in the second half, I thought he opened well. I thought he opened really well. And again, I'm not trying to shy away from that first half Luai had, but let's be honest, he was the 6. He wasn't picked as the 7. You put the responsibility on him from the get go. You train him there from the get go, and that's all you need. And then if you pick Cleary, then at 6, then he just does what he does. But Cleary isn't the 7 you need in Origin.
No, he's the way he's been playing. I don't know if you were watching him, right? We're setting up, and he goes back on the inside. He sets up, steps back on the inside. Sets up, steps back on the
I
inside.
didn't watch that.
And it's
Part,
just
no.
so easy
I
for
didn't
the
notice.
Maroons. No, what I mean, just you'd see him stepping
Yeah.
back into the field instead of just settling. I don't know if that was his way of settling, but what happened when he was doing that, he was causing a momentum loss from his own team because now he's on the back foot. Maroons is already going back because it's almost like a surrender, and there's no momentum. If anything, he stays forward, lands forward, so he can play the ball faster instead of getting bent backwards. Harder for him to turn
Well, are you
around and
saying
play
with the
that ball.
ball?
That's an extra. Yes, with the
Okay,
ball.
sorry. I thought you meant as the ball's being played, he's stepping back around over the ruck, and I was like, I didn't really notice that, but
No, no,
no, I was
no,
taking
no,
your word
no.
for
What
it.
I'm
But no,
saying
okay, yeah, with
with
the ball for sure. Fucking
with
oath, yeah.
with the ball, he
Yeah.
just kept trying to go back on the inside.
It's
There's nothing there.
It reminded me of when you played touch.
Yes.
So yeah, now that I know what's with the ball, yeah, I see what you're saying. Yeah, and to me it reeks of he doesn't know what to do with it. Like
Yep.
he's taking more time with the ball because he doesn't know what he's gonna do when he lets it go. So he's just holding it, trying to. And I mentioned it in Origin too, where it's like you don't have time to comprehend a lot of things. Like he needs to. I know you can't pre-plan stuff, but he needs to know what his next move is going to be somewhat, or at least what his options are. And it felt like he just didn't.
Yep.
Hopefully they post this Munster speech. I'll watch it later. But look, honestly, I've got Cleary 4th in New South Wales halfbacks now. Moses, Luai, Katoa, then Cleary. And you know what? If Metcalf wasn't injured and had a ripping finish to the season, like, yeah, like next year.
Wait, just pause it for a sec. What are his?
Next year. Don't be sorry, I'm planning on listening to it later as well. Yeah, I don't know, man. It's um, where were we?
What do you
'Cause
do? Where do you go? Where do you
yeah,
go from here? Sorry, I was just talking about. We were just
yeah,
talking about Cleary
yeah.
and
Look,
that. I
where do
mean,
we go from
Cleary's
here?
kicking game was.
I'm already thinking about next year,
Like,
to be honest.
yeah,
Um, I'm bringing back Teddy. Wade Egan gets a run. Um, Moses is the 7. The 6 will be based on form. Right now, it's between Luai and if Luke Metcalf was fit, him. But Luai probably stays my 6 next to Moses. I think he'll do really well. Wade Egan's already coming into the team. 14 will either be a back like Matt Burton or Tom Trbojevic, or it'll be Reece Robson. If you want to go for a hooker, if Appy can hold his form, sure, Appy, but I just don't know how next year's going to go for him. Stefano doesn't get a run. Hudson Young would need to start or not play. Like all the shit we've been saying all series. And you can see it coming from a mile off, which is what's worse. Like Laurie Daly's being paid to be a full-time coach for 6 months. And this is the shit he dishes up. Like, what the fuck?
well, I'm hoping he gets sacked because I feel like he's going to get given another run next
Bro,
year.
if he gets a second year, fucking shut the gates. Shut the gates if he gets a second year. That's bullshit if he does, man. Honestly.
Yeah, I also want to mention like Zach Lomax. Not that I felt like there was moments where he could have just calmed down a little bit. He played well in some ways, but he didn't play well in
I
others.
know what you're saying,
But
but
I
when
want
the
him to do that. You know what? I want him to do that though.
yeah, I know what you're saying, but like the way the team played, I'm like, well, fuck. If he just sticks on his wing, nothing changes.
Exactly.
So it's like, fuck, man. Yeah, it was a little bit. He messed up a little bit, but at the same time, I'd rather he roll the dice because fucking nothing else was working. So that's like it's hard for me to criticize certain things from players when I just don't believe in the game plan at all. Like, and maybe we're being harsh on Cleary, right? We're saying Laurie doesn't have a plan and all that sort of stuff, and then we're blaming the halfback. But I feel like we've seen it enough from Cleary, and we've seen Moses step up enough now to know that Moses is the best halfback in the competition. Like
Big call. Yeah.
I don't think it's a big call. I think he's streaks ahead of Cleary now. I think you see it when he's not there for para. Like he genuinely makes his players better. Like it's not that all of a sudden they have a kicking game. People are playing better when he's in the team. Like he's got that leadership, that soft touch and I don't see players react the same when Cleary comes back. And again, I like Cleary. That's the thing.
Yeah.
I like Cleary, but
The
fuck.
Blues were better without him.
Like it's honestly like what?
Yeah.
I don't. Laurie has no restraints on him. There is no shortage of resources for him. I don't know how you're this bad.
Yeah.
How do you walk with your head held high? How do you go in public knowing that this is the shit you're doing? Like, he would have known that he's not prepping this team properly, right? Like, he wouldn't. And if he doesn't, that's fuck, man. He should see a psychologist or something because fuck, his head's not on right.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't understand. Like, I try to be nice and I try to know that this is going public. But you can't fucking dish this shit up and then be ignorant or arrogant, maybe both, to what's happening. Like, it was a shit performance. You shouldn't be the coach. You should resign in the press conference.
Yeah.
Like, if you had any self-respect, if you give a shit about New South Wales, you'll resign in that press conference and say, look, I fucked it up. I was dealt a great hand. He lost a game of poker with four of a kind, or a royal flush, whatever the fuck, or a royal straight, or a flush straight, whatever's the high. What's the highest hand, Henry? You're a chronic gambler. Sorry, I can't
I
hear you
think
now.
it's a royal flush.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. Congrats to Queensland.
I'm looking at
Played
these
amazing.
minutes. I'm looking at these minutes, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you're cutting out, by the way,
Oh,
on
maybe
my side.
is that better?
I think your internet.
Oh, it's me.
A little bit. I think it's when I think about this, right? I'm looking at the minutes here. We've got Stefano on 27 minutes. He
You
looked
sound a
like
little
he
bit
was
more
playing
hollow
60.
than you did before. Did you move away from your mic?
No, it's the
Oh,
same.
that's better now.
Um, you look at someone like Stefano, right? I swear, he looked like he was playing 60 minutes. He played 27 minutes, and he looked like
What?
he
Oh
played
my
60.
god. Team no
I felt like
trust.
he was out there.
No way.
He looked like he was out there for longer than that.
Fuck.
If you're
Somebody give
looking
me the.
like that at only 27 minutes, he actually played less than that
Hang
because
on.
I'm pretty sure he played a bit of the first half.
Hang on. I need to find out what minutes he was on the field, and then I need to see how many tries were scored there. You keep talking, but yeah, I need to find this out.
Yeah, and then you look at okay, so you look at I'm mentioning these numbers by the way, so that everyone understands um where I'm coming at with impact.
22.
Spencer Leniu, he had 36 minutes. I felt like Spencer did have his impact. Unfortunately, the momentum for the Blues wasn't there for him to do more. And that's where I have a problem where Spencer is your impact player for attack. Who's your impact player for defense? Like, tell me there, where would you then go, okay, let's pull him in there. We need, I'm not saying this is who we would put, but just an example of more recent, in the more recent years, um, what's his name? Jake Trbojevic, Gerbo. He was at least that offensive
Well,
impact, even though we knew he wasn't
it's
great at
not a
attack. He
bad
was able to.
example because he did cut people in half last year during Origin.
Exactly.
Like I remember
But
seeing it,
this
and
is
I'm like, fuck, James is gonna hate this because Gerbo's doing his job.
that's all he needed to do. But that's the thing, right? This is what I'm saying. Like the game plan on
Well,
the
I
defense
promise you, Laurie
on the
didn't think
bench
of it.
was
I promise you, Laurie
yeah.
didn't think of it.
Exactly. You got Spencer, who's an attacking impact, and we can see that he does that. And even though we're on the back foot, he was still able to provide a bit of impact. Hudson Young, he is an attacking weapon when he's consistently on the field and he can be played like he's got momentum behind him. Not when he's trying to build momentum. Hudson Young's not a build momentum kind of guy. He is play off momentum and a score.
He's a moments guy.
Stefano, he doesn't do anything defensively and he
Fuck
doesn't do
shit.
anything attacking.
You can just say it. I know when that's nothing personal, right? He's not a great footy
Yeah,
player at the Origin in the Origin arena.
at the
That is a
Origin
fucking
Arena,
fact.
exactly. He can play what he wants for club, but yeah.
And Connor, no offense, it's a downgrade defensively.
Yeah, so
And
that's what I'm
again,
saying.
are you
This is
trying to tell me
where's
that if you're going to say Sean, you shouldn't say that to anyone? Like, fuck, you're going to tell me that Reece Robson's not a better defender than Connor Watson? Bite me.
yeah.
Like,
I would have loved to see Reece Robson have at least the last 10 minutes off the first half, give him the first 10 minutes off the second half, and then get Reece Robson back on.
mate, we win that game.
I don't want Reece Robson being the last 30 minutes, but unfortunately, Reece Robson would have delivered better balls and decisions in that last 30 minutes where
Connor's
we needed it.
service out of dummy half is so bad. Like it was shocking to me. The amount of times he took a couple of steps to make a pass that wasn't any longer than 5 meters. The amount of times he passed it to people's heads or behind or on the ground. Oh, I don't think he actually had that many on the ground. But passes that weren't accurate. And I'm just like, Connor, bro, you've played 5 minutes. Like Riley Smith does a better job. All due respect to Riley, right?
Why is Yo playing 80 minutes? I know he can play 80 minutes. But this is Origin, and
we
Yo
got
is such
pumped
an
in the first
impact
half
player
too.
for us.
Like, get fucked, man. And you could see his runs diminish as the game went on too. Like, and his tackles were weaker, and he was, I
You
don't.
easily take off Isaiah, yo. You put him on. You just give him 10 minutes. Just give him 10 minutes and get him back on.
Yeah.
He will be far more effective than he was at 80 minutes. And I'm
This
not saying
is
80, like he can't play it, but the thing is, we had
Max
no
King
big
played
injuries.
23 minutes. Sorry, I think you might have said that when you said Stefano's minutes. Sorry to cut you off. I just saw it there. I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah, no worries.
Yeah. Max King's a 23-minute player. Fuck me, Laurie. What are you doing? There's your 10 minutes. You want Isaiah to
Yep,
get a break? There's your 10 minutes. Max King plays 33. Mate, he should be playing 40
exactly.
plus, but whatever. He didn't come back
This
on. What
just
the
doesn't.
fuck?
It didn't feel like there was any game plan. Honestly, it was
Nah.
let's let the talent, let's let their talent win the game.
Laurie just paid his mortgage off a bit faster.
Yeah,
Like, I don't know. Look, early calls, and Edwards was good this game, but I want to pick the best fullback in the comp, and that's James Tedesco. I'm putting Moses in at 7. Terrell May, Keon Kolamatangi come in for Stefano and Hudson.
who is the next up and coming fullback for Blues? Outside of Teddy, outside of Edwards, who do we
Pappenhausen.
have? We've got Pappenhausen.
Pappenhausen's mine. I think he's late 20s, mid 20s. So, yeah, Paps is mine. Maybe Scott Drinkwater, depending on how old he is. Yeah, Paps is 27 and just turned 27. And then Scott Drinkwater, he's 28. So Pappenhausen's my next New South Wales fullback. Chevy Stewart was earmarked, but I think he's now no longer going to play fullback for the Raiders. I'm pretty sure he's been lining up in the backs. I'll just double check that. Not that it matters too much now, but and of course the Raiders have to fucking bye this week. But yeah, no, I'd go Paps. Like, if in how old's Dylan Edwards? 33, 32?
I'm not too sure.
I'll Google it now. He's 29. 29? Fuck, he feels older. I think the transition to Pappenhausen needs to happen at some point. I would go Teddy until it's not Teddy, and then I'd pick Paps. Chevy played
I think
fullback, but he was
Paps
the
now.
18. Okay, yeah. So he's not planned to be the fullback for the Raiders. I think they're happy with Weeks.
You got Kale Weeks. I'm
Yeah.
sorry, but Kale Weeks is just he's phenomenal. Like
Yeah.
you don't have Kale Weeks as your fullback. You've got to have him at 6. I mean, they could put him 6, but then you've got Strange. I could imagine
would
Strange
go because I think you're about to say it.
and Strange and Kale Weeks in the halves, and then Chevy goes to the fullback.
Okay,
Did I
you're
say
not
that
saying it.
correctly? Yeah,
I was
Chevy
going to say Strange
fullback.
to centre, and then Sanders and Weeks in the halves.
Oh, that's right. Sorry, Sanders.
Yeah, mate. I don't blame you for blocking him from your memory, especially with Dillbags leaving. Fuck, you dodged a bullet there.
I'm not worried about that. I'm happy that you did that. Don't worry about that. Unless he turns up next year, I don't think you.
Hey, but if you got rid of him a year earlier, you would have kept Sanders, mate.
Exactly, 100% we would have. Which is a frustrating piece.
I don't know, man. Let's talk Queensland, man. Fucking Shibasaki, very solid game. Holmes was good. Harry Grant was unreal.
But just like Holmes.
Yeah.
What a massive tackle he had on Angus. Massive tackle.
Angus got dropped a fair few times in that game.
I don't know what was wrong this game. Did he not?
I don't know.
Not get his rage pills for the day?
Maybe the Roosters cheaped out. I don't know, but yeah, he got dropped a few times. But yeah, sorry, yeah, Holmes, fuck man, it was unreal. Harry Grant, shit, how many minutes did he play? Tell me it was 80. I'm pretty sure it was 80.
Harry Grant, 80 minutes.
Yeah, there we go. Fucking bite me, Henry.
80 minutes.
Bite me.
Yeah. No, I think Dearden played a lot better.
Oh yeah, he played well.
Grant was good. Grant was good.
See, I think Grant was better early, which is where I put a lot of weight. So that's my thing. Where like I watched Grant in the first 30 minutes. I'm like, fuck, you're not winning this anymore, New South Wales. See you later.
Yeah, they gave him too much ground, way too much ground, and they let him do the niggly bits
We were
that let
tackling
them win.
air as well. When like the, we were fucking grabbing at nothing sometimes. I'm like, what is going on? This is shower thoughts. So I had a shower during the game while watching the game, but also like, you're in the shower, you're just thinking about shit. I'm like, Origin should be the one place where I don't need to worry about motivation, and that's why I love watching it at home, because I'm never going to watch Origin and say, oh, the other team was more fit and faster and stronger or tackled better. I should never say that in Origin, because motivation and skill are never the issue. The or shouldn't be the issue. The part that gets me off about footy is the strategy behind it, and it comes to the fore. If you're tackling just as well as each other, then the strategy really plays a role, right? That didn't fucking happen tonight. Like, I should have gone to the pub to
Yep.
watch this game. Like, there was no point having two screens up, and that's why I had a shower and watched it on my phone. I'm like, there's no point watching this game so closely anymore, because there's nothing. Queensland are just better. They're chasing a kick. Whoop de fucking do, but it won them the game. Um, yeah, Papali I thought was solid in his second stint, more so than his first. I wonder if maybe a bench impact role would have been better for him. Maybe 2 stints off the bench instead of 2 stints and one starting. What did you think of Trent Liero? I didn't notice him too much, but I feel like he's somebody we need to know about to decide if he's going to be there
He,
next year.
I mean, he was there. He played 66 minutes, and I felt like he didn't see his presence, nothing in attack, and I think that isn't a bad thing for the Maroons in the fact that they've got a
You've gone
Grant,
slightly soft again.
they've got a yeah, they've got a Grant, they've got a Munster, and they've got a Dearden who are playing electric, and love to really push the edge of like push the ball towards the edge, right? I think Trent Liero just needed to play his game of get me the fast playables and just get out of the way,
Yeah.
and I think that's how he played lock. He didn't play lock as a as a yo where he digs
Well, I
into the
think that's
line,
how you
passes the
need to
ball
play
wide.
lock as Origin. Like when
Yep.
Yo's best games are playing running hard and tackling harder. Like it's straightening up the attack more so than spreading the ball. Um,
Yeah.
yeah. Now the reason I ask is because next year, best case scenario, they get Flegler and Gilbert become options again. I still think Corey Horsburgh should be pushing into this team, which means maybe David
Oh, for sure.
Fafita, maybe Beau Fermor, which means Ruben Cotter, Trent Liero, Jeremiah Nanai, Lindsay Collins, Kurt Mann, all their positions come under scrutiny, right? Like I don't think Pat or Tino get dropped, but I think everyone else. Like, who
I
do you
hate
drop
that
for these
Ruben
guys?
is their 11. I hate that he's their 11, but he didn't play bad. He didn't play terribly, but I hate it because I don't feel like and Billy's a lot smarter than I am. But I felt like Jeremiah Nanai was the better edge. But now that I've seen it, maybe Ruben was the better edge because Ruben had that defensive
I thought
reads
Ruben was good tonight because he was
that
also
they
getting
needed.
his head through a lot. Him and Dearden are so good at
Yeah,
just you see their head pop out underneath the
getting in
armpits
front.
of two players, and
Yeah.
yeah, and hitting in front, getting up quickly.
You just
Um,
stay low, but that's why Tyler's so good because no one does the same thing. But
yeah,
yeah,
but also, and Toto does this as well. They hit their front while also like a lot of players have to choose between getting down quickly and playing the ball or getting post contact meters. Ruben didn't tonight.
yep.
Neither did Dearden, which fucking I don't know how like Dearden especially shouldn't be doing that. Like fucking put him on his ass. I don't care how good a runner he is. You're the best defenders, or you should be the best defenders in the comp. Put him down. Like yeah, I don't know. Where's the post contact for Dearden?
It's interesting here, right? It's
19
interesting
bullshit.
here. The post contact meters from the Blues versus the Maroons. You look at those numbers. I mean, that's not too dramatic, but you're looking at the Blues having a lot more post-contact meters and still not being able to capitalize on it. And that, I feel like people don't see what that means
I mean,
in general, right?
100 is a big
It
difference.
means you're
It's a
not
full
set.
length.
It's not. Yeah. It means you're not setting your attacker, right? You're doing too much, or you're not doing enough to
Well,
set your lineup.
there's different reasons for that, and I blame Laurie.
Yeah, 100%.
Like that second half, we had all the ball. Like halfway through, we had like 65% of possession. It's like, what the fuck, man? We're still not cracking them. And like I watch it, and I was watching the second half. I'm like, oh, we're running harder, but Queensland are doing very well. They weren't hanging on; they were containing us still. It was odd, and we couldn't do the same. Like it was fucking more meters, more runs, more post contact meters, equal line breaks, more tackle breaks, more set distance, more kick return, faster play of the ball. Fucking 20-6 offloads. Are you kidding? Yeah. I don't
Yeah.
know. What the hell is that stat? Dummy half passes. Seems like a dumb stat. If you got the stat sheet up, dummy half passes and it's 1 to 27. I have no idea what that means.
I'm not sure.
But
I'm just thinking, where do we? I don't even know. Where do we go from here? Is it
go
is
to
it as simple as
what's Isaac, what's Moses? A Messiah?
tactical?
Is he a Messiah? Or is he a
Messiah.
prophet?
Yeah.
I don't know. But bring him back. He'll part the Maroon Sea. It's literally, yeah, sack the coach. Don't even sack the coach, motherfucker. He should have resigned by now. I haven't looked at Twitter, but he should be resigning right now. Presentation's over. Press conference with the coaches. Laurie Daly, hand in your papers. See you later. Who do we sign though? So we get rid of Laurie Daly. Where do you go?
Uh,
I personally think
just,
Adam
I mean,
O'Brien should
this.
answer the call. I think,
Oh
mate.
goodness.
He's you know how many premierships he's won as an assistant coach. All right, he will get the job done. And you know what the sad part is? He will get the job done. Like you don't need to be Wayne Bennett to beat this to take this New South Wales team to victory. Like you just need to know how to do an interchange. And the
But
night
what made me frustrated, or what makes me frustrated? You've got you've got Craig Bellamy most likely doing the game plan, and we know Craig
I
Bellamy is
I
a great
think
coach at club
Laurie
level.
was telling the truth when he said Craig won't be heavily involved and he's just a coaching advisor. Because I didn't see anything from Craig.
But even as a coaching advisor, was he even in the box? I don't remember seeing his
I
face.
don't know, man. I was watching a lot of it on what's it, Skycam, whatever the fuck it's called, Spidercam.
Yeah.
James is has Daly been sacked yet? And Mitch Moses' stock just rose a mile, and I'm like, that's literally pretty much what we've been saying for 38 minutes. I don't know, man. It's Daly goes. I can't just pick. I don't know. Josh Hannay, is he a Queenslander or is he a? I have a feeling he might be a Queenslander. Yeah, he's a Queenslander. Fuck, he might actually be on the Queensland coaching staff. But just yeah, Brad Arthur probably won't come back for it. Who is there? Fuck, you'd give it to Brock Shepherd. He's an assistant at the Raiders, and he was their New South Wales Cup coach last year. He's good. I don't think you need to be a big name to
Yeah,
coach this team.
that's what I'm saying. I don't understand it. The team itself, just the talent that you have there. Yeah, I don't know. Just don't know.
On
I
Ashley
think you know
Klein.
what shadows it a lot, Sean.
Yeah, go for it.
When I think about it, besides before you say Ashley Klein, I just want to. I think what causes us to think the Blues are better by talent than the Maroons is because of the Panthers effect. I'm gonna call it the
Not for
Panthers effect
me.
now
Not for me
because they're
because
great.
I actually don't rate club combinations in Origin, but I'll let you finish.
No, what I'm saying, not the combinations of the players. What I'm saying is, I'm saying the Panthers effect because they're great in clubland, even for their individual teams. Not when they were in Panthers, but just their individual teams that they are now. So you got Stephen Crichton, he still plays great. Um, no issues there. But you got Jerome Luai, he's good, but I feel like he's good. I don't think he is fantastic. Um, Same as Nathan Cleary, he is really good. He's fantastic in Clubland, sorry. But just representative in Blues, I haven't seen him turn up. And then the only player out of the actually, you know what? I've just plugged holes in mine. I mean, I've put holes into my theory because Liam Martin's fantastic in the blue jersey, and same as Yo when he is told just
Well,
to
I
run
was
the
gonna
ball.
poke holes and say, did you see him play last year on the match?
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
not a transition. Like they have the talent. We have the talent. We always have the talent. But
yeah,
players need to be coached. I don't care how good they are. There's a reason you pay so much for your head coaches. They need it, especially modern
yeah.
athletes with how specialized they're becoming. There's a reason captain coach isn't a thing anymore. You need specialist people, and we don't have it. Nathan Cleary's Origin record is 8-9
And
under
actually,
by NRL physio.
well,
Um, I yeah, we for a very long time, I think management of New South Wales Rugby League has gotten away with murder and destroyed this team. But by the time,
yeah.
like, everyone's going to forget about it and nothing will change. But no, Ashley Klein, I thought he had a poor game, but he definitely tried to bring New South Wales back in the second half.
That's what frustrated me. That's exactly what frustrated me because I felt like that as well. But I felt like there was some calls in the first half, and that's why I'm talking about the niggly bits. He didn't stamp it out early,
Oh shit,
and
yeah.
I felt like he didn't know, he couldn't call it afterwards because he didn't stamp it out early enough, right? And that's fair in some ways. You know what?
Nah,
I,
fuck it.
I
I
don't
hate
mind
that
that in
shit.
some
Call it
ways.
early, call it hard, give me a good game.
Yeah,
That's me, and
I don't know. I
I
feel
I
two
do not
ways
give
with
a
it. I
fuck.
feel two ways with
I
it. I
don't
do
care if
agree
it's
with that.
Origin. I want to see these guys go hammer and tong, not fucking like there was literally. I'm pretty sure Crichton punched a few people when he was making a tackle, and I'm like, you can't. Like, I get it, it's Origin, but I don't want to watch that. I don't like UFC. I want to watch him fucking put a
Yeah.
shoulder in their ribs and put them on their ass, not while they're already being grabbed by two people coming in as a third man, whacking your fist into their chest. Like, I don't know. I get that I'm in the minority for that, but I just hate it.
Yeah, you are definitely in the minority in that. I
Yeah, I know.
like it, but yeah,
I know. I just
it's
like
my
to
type
see
of game.
footy, man. I don't want to see a fucking street fight. And it's not even a street fight anymore.
Yeah,
It's a
I don't.
fucking like you do that in
But yeah,
in
it's
old
like I said,
Origin, they get up and fucking deck ya.
it's the niggly bits for me that just frustrated me. It was the total getting whacked in the face. It was,
How
New
do you
South
not
Wales
play
also,
that? I
just
don't
like you said,
understand why
playing
that's not a
dirty in some.
penalty. He got whacked in the
Yeah,
face.
I don't get it.
His headgear came off. I don't care if there was a knock on earlier, which I
That's
think he
obvious,
kicked
man.
it, but you go to the penalty after. That's how the game works.
Yeah, what a shame. Absolute shame. And why can Zach Lomax kick all the balls right now?
Hey?
Oh, why
Oh,
did
kicking
Zach
balls.
Lomax kick every single ball? I don't even know.
Yeah. Because there's no pressure. We're going to fucking
Oh,
lose. Who cares? He nailed
pretty
him.
much.
It's crazy how much we spoke about goal kicking and, should we give it to Latrell or Crichton, or maybe this side will be this person and that side will be that person. It didn't matter in the slightest. They should just learn to tackle. Fucking hell. Like, seriously, you got Harry jumping over from dummy half. You got Tom Dearden slicing through with an angled run. I don't remember I've already blanked on the other tries, but they weren't, as far as I can remember, they weren't crash hot plays. It wasn't like we were super tired and they stretched us for numbers and then they played quick hands and... Yeah, I don't know. And fucking Connor throwing the intercept. Like, good job, mate. Anyway,
I mean, taking 2 steps away from a line when you shouldn't. I mean, it's ridiculous, but I think I needed this event because I feel like all other New South Welshmen supporters would be feeling the same right now.
bro, this feels nothing like when we lost 8 in a row. This feels nothing like it. I can't believe, like, this feels like it does when the Knights lose. Like Kalen Ponga, Bradman Best, Leo Thompson, fucking Dom Young, and we lose to like the Titans, and I'm like, fuck, man.
Yeah.
I know it's a short list, but it includes Kalen Ponga, so like... I don't know, but I look, Origin's over. I'm glad it's over. I was a bit over it. Take a shot every time I said over. Hopefully the comp heats up and the standard raises. I think the comp is primed to kick off soon. But yeah, I'm glad Origin's behind us this year. Hopefully we get a coach that makes me give a shit next year.
Yeah, and that's what I'm hoping for as well.
Yeah. Fuck, honestly, I'm watching Paul Gallen
But I
on
needed
TV
this
right now, and I would rather he
Yeah.
coach us than Laurie. I'm not
No,
saying
he's
he
got the
should
head
be the
for it.
coach. He doesn't. But I would, if you told me between him and Laurie, I'm going him. Fuck, could you imagine if Sean Johnson started coaching us? Fuck. Go, my bro. Anyway, you've probably got work,
definitely look at the little things.
and I'm hungry.
Yeah, I'll let you go.
Yeah.
Thanks for the little rant.
No worries,
Hopefully all
brother.
our listeners
I'll see you for the
had a bit of
auction.
a relief after
Hey, whoa! Don't be relieving yourself on the podcast, mate. Different podcast. They
that.
got to sign up for Patreon for that.
Anyways, thanks all.
Yeah. See ya. Bye.